look at this. The cougar epidemic, young men dating older women. I've dated predominantly older women in my lifetime, so I'm interested to see what she says about this.
Rich older girlfriend taking charge and making you chicken nuggies while you play video games in your pajamas all day is thriving. Back in my day, we called this cougar hunting. Or, you know, mommy issues. But the kids today are calling it something different. Hag-maxing.
Hag-maxing is trash. Off rip. That is terrible. Whoever coined that should be looking at jail time.
In my last video, I jokingly referenced the term hag-maxing.
You've been on a date with a 40-year-old.
Okay, that's different.
How is that different?
He's right, it's different. You're robbing the cradle, he's hag-maxing. Educate yourself. Which greatly intrigued a lot of you. So I decided, you know what? I am going to make an entire video dedicated—
Wait, so she came up with the term, I'm guessing. I thought, okay. I still hate it with a burning passion, but I thought it was just like some TikTok shit.
Gen Z men going out of their way to date older women. What is this? Why is this happening? Is this happening? And if it's happening, is it a good thing, or is it a symptom of broader societal issues? Why are all these young whippersnappers scooping up these older timepieces?
Before I even listen to this, I'm going to take a guess. I think it has to do with, one, fucking with an older woman. She knows what she wants. She's not there to play games with you. If she says she's going to do something, she's going to do it. Two, I would imagine maybe more of their interest align, like more so into like, I don't know, like into sports, long form content, shit like that, I'm guessing. And a lot of these dudes just want to get taken care of. Like that's the main thing. And like often older women just look better. They just do.
Oh, speaking of timepieces,
my opinion
let's
on
quickly
that
get
one.
into today's sponsor, Holzgern. Holzgern is a young Austrian company that creates uniquely crafted watches, jewelry, and accessories using all natural materials like wood and stone. Their high-quality timepieces come in various designs for both men and women. Personally, I'm a huge fan of their men's watch collection, like the solar-powered watch called the Comfort Crusher, that's made with fine-grained walnut wood and encased in stainless steel. The walnut wood comes from here in North America, and all the wood Holzgern uses are FSC certified, ensuring that it was forested in a sustainable way. I got my husband the Open Horizon watch, modeled after a real pilot's watch. It comes with a beautiful green marble dial and even has a built-in stopwatch function. He loves the sporty yet professional look, making it a perfect choice to wear at both work and home. And it would be a great gift for any cougar looking to spoil their Zoomer boyfriend. Just saying. The watch I picked out for myself is the Colorburst Automatic watch. It has a unique green mosaic embedded in a stainless steel casing, and its wooden strap is easily adjustable to fit every wrist. Holzgern's products are made in small quantities to ensure that each item is built to last. They do a great job combining functionality and fashion, and I just think their watches look really neat. Holzgern also creates elegantly crafted earrings, rings, bracelets, and necklaces, like this platinum-plated shade necklace. The store has accessories for both men and women, like the durable Forte bandlet for men made from orange-white marble, or the Duet bandlet for women, made with zebra wood and elegant gold stainless steel. All items come with a 2-year warranty, and ordering is super easy with free express shipping to the US and most EU countries within 2 to 5 days. So if you're looking for a gift for someone, or you just want to treat yourself to a nice high-quality watch, I definitely recommend checking out their store. Just click the link in the video description and use my special discount code SHOE at checkout to get 10% off your order store-wide. So big thank you to Holzgern for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get back to it. What's up with Gen Z slang, dude? Looks maxing, hag maxing, riz, sus. Back in my day, we had our epic bacon and rafflecopters, and we were happy. Now, when I think of the term hag, I usually think of an evil, cackling witch. But no, apparently now it means women above 30. Fuck you guys.
Okay,
I'm so tired of
it wasn't her that came up with it. I'm back on this. Whoever came up with this term deserves to look at jail time. Straight up and down. I'm all for free speech, but this is ridiculous. Hag maxing is nuts. Like, why would you even want to fuck a hag? Like, why would you want to look at a woman and be like, yeah, I'm about to go, like, I'll see y'all later. My fucking hag is about to pick me up from the bar. I'll see y'all. Nah, that ain't it.
I watched you when I was in 3rd grade, and now I'm graduating college. Good for you. Awesome. Congratulations. My knees hurt when I get up off the floor. Now, this term hagmaxing went viral a few months ago with this screenshot. Meet the hagmaxers. Gen Z's new social trend of dating older women. A very strange phenomenon is making its rounds on social media. Gen Z men are ditching casual sex with their women to pursue long-term relationships with financially stable and experienced millennial ladies. Now, even though this article doesn't actually exist, it was a—
I'm just gonna say, like, this would have bagged me too. Like, I get it. I get it. This right here, that would have gotten your boy. No questions asked. That would have had me acting a fool. That would have me at 20 years old pretending like I'm going to be a stepson to a 12-year-old or stepfather to a 12-year-old.
Now, even though this article doesn't actually exist, it was a meme created on 4chan, because of course it was, but the meme did spark a massive conversation and debate about hagmaxing. And people had a lot of strong opinions about it. Motherless behavior. This is just mommy issues rebrand. Another day, another psyop. It's not hagmaxing, it's MILF hunting, and it's an art.
Facts. There used to be a website called MILF Hunter. It's the same thing that everybody's always, like, that the youths have always been about. It's just now they're talking about it on social media, and they've added they dressed it up in a cool new, infinitely worse word. Motherfuckers have been on this for years.
Please don't misappropriate my fetishes, giving the dumbest name known to humankind to having a mommy king.
Bing bong, yes.
I mean, to be honest, I'm 16, waiting for a 20 to 25-year-old to pick me up, lol. Okay, officer. I'm gonna throw up. I would love to have a 40-year-old sugar mama who buys me gifts and pays my bills. Drizzle, drizzle. Young, hard dicks and the older women who enjoy them. This isn't new.
Also, to go back to this, so women hit their sexual prime in their like mid to late 30s, and dudes hit theirs way younger, so it makes a lot more sense. Hold on, let me find it. It makes a lot more sense when you look at it like biologically of why this is such a thing.
Young hard dicks and the older women.
Yeah, so this is it right here. So yes, men are in their sexual prime in their early 20s. I think it starts to taper off around 25. Women don't hit theirs until at 35. So it makes sense that these two groups of people would be like sexually interested in each other because they can keep up with each other, like when it comes to like, what's that shit called? Like libido, all that shit. So it makes sense. What they're talking about isn't anything even remotely
women
new.
who enjoy— I want to be a hagmaxer, lol. Any female taker, XD. I like thick MILFs and I cannot lie. Oh nice, it must be socially acceptable for 37-year-old men to date 20-year-old women again. Whoa.
It never really wasn't. Like, it's fine, just like don't be a fucking weirdo about it. I don't think it's weird when a 37-year-old dude, I mean, it's kind of weird. A 37-year-old dates a 20-year-old woman. But I think it's weird when they like happens again and again and again and again and again and again and again. It's like, bro, that's just a fetish now. It's not like you're just like randomly running into 20-year-olds consistently that are just on the same type of shit you're on. That's just a fetish at that point.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Absolutely not. I fucking love—
But also, then again, now that I'm thinking about it, like, dude, if your fetish, like, it doesn't even fucking matter. Really? It doesn't even fucking matter. Like, do whatever you want to do. As long as everybody's consenting, everybody's good. It doesn't fucking matter what you like. People are going to talk shit. Like, if you like feet and shit, people are going to talk shit. Your boys are going to fucking clown you endlessly. But outside of that, like, get your shit off. Get your fucking shit off. Don't let these people fucking try and pigeonhole you into some shit you don't fuck with.
Now, according to the very astute, always reliable source, knowyourmeme.com, the term hagmaxing is very popular in the VTuber community. Now, I don't have much interest in the VTuber community, but they seem to have a lot of interest in me. A lot of interest. Should I do a video reacting to VTubers reacting to me one day?
She does kind of look like a VTuber though. Like her aesthetic and face, it looks like something like, I could see a VTuber clipping this right here and going to whoever creates their fucking models for them. It's like, I want my VTuber to look like this girl. She has the aesthetic to it, the aesthetic of it.
Although it seems to be a meme amongst the VTubers and the weebs, it is apparently a thing happening in real life. Rise of the boy toy. Why older women are dating Gen Z men at record rate. One woman stated, "Women my age seem to be excited by the freshness and lack of bitterness that comes with dating someone younger. Younger men seem more open and less burdened by insecurities."
Yeah, because they haven't had their heart broken yet. That's the only reason. You're trying to get in there and break his heart early, so then some other younger woman has to deal with all of his trauma and shit. Smart play. Genius move. Big brain stuff is happening here. You should absolutely do that.
Okay, I have a feeling I'm going to be saying this like 100 times in this video, but could you imagine an article like this with the genders reversed? I love dating.
Oh yeah, no shot. That wouldn't work at all. Like you could never. Like if a man was like, yo, we got to get in there early before she's broken and then leave this girl as like break this girl and leave her for the younger generation after the fact, that would be some crazy ass Aubrey Graham shit. No, it wouldn't work.
These young, fresh boys. They're less bitter. They have less baggage. They're not ran through. People would just be calling it red pill incel shit. Age gap relationships between millennial women and Gen Z men are on the rise. Our analysis of age hypogamy reveals the pragmatic underpinning of these relationships. It sometimes comes down to who's available. Many older men prefer to date younger women. The same is true for a lot of older women, with millennial and Gen Z men emerging as appealing dating options. For their part, many Gen Z men might have few opportunities to date women their own age, or prefer to date older women for various reasons. Enter millennial women.
And I'm proud to be a millennial with my side part and skinny jeans.
If you're an older millennial woman, you might be attracted to younger men for their energy, inclusive views about sex and gender, and superior care and literacy about their partner's emotional well-being. In many ways, Gen Z men see millennial women as an opportunity to level up emotionally and socially. With their evolved attitudes about everything from non-monogamy and gender fluidity to the anti-hustle soft life, Gen Z men may be the most likely generation to overturn powerfully entrenched stereotypes about sex and relationships, the kind featured by podcast bros. I love how millennial women have just psyoped themselves into believing a man who thinks f***ing a whole bunch of different women at the same time with no romantic commitment is an evolved way of looking at relationships. Like, yes, queen, that zoomer you're banging is so open-minded and progressive. He's not like those podcast bros. I swear modern feminism is like the greatest trick men have played on women. Like, just a bunch of dudes got in a room one day and were like, hear me out. We convinced them that getting naked and sleeping around is empowering. Genius! Even Hollywood seems to be hopping on the hag max.
Dude, that shit is empowering until it isn't. That shit gets stale. The feeling itself of doing that, like, okay, let's say you've been bopping around for years, right? At first, whenever you do it, like, the feeling of doing it is the same, right? Like, the feeling of, like, I'm having sex with this person, I'm having sex with someone new, it's exciting, it's cool. That shit really never changes like that. It's how you feel after. How you feel after as you get older changes more and more and more and more. You start to realize that when you're having sex with someone, you are literally exchanging your energy with them and putting your energy into someone that you have no interest in, or like have no interest in like getting to know really. It drains the life out of you, because as you get older, you have less and less of that energy to give people, especially if you have kids and you have a bunch of, you have kids, responsibilities, whole bunch of other things. Your energy becomes extremely important to you. I just turned 33. For me, the casual sleeping around thing in the moment, but the build up and in the moment feel the exact same it did when I was like 20 years old, 22 years old. It's exciting, it's fun, it's like a game, like it's cool. But the way I feel after is nothing like I felt when I was 20 years old. There's no sense of accomplishment. There's no like sense of, it's not really even that enjoyable of a feeling afterwards. Like, yeah, you just had sex, it's cool, blah, blah, blah. But like that post-nut clarity hits and you just realize like, I am fucking empty. And I just fucking put all my energy into this human being for this. And now that this is over, I feel nothing. And that shit fucking sucks. It's like if anybody's ever went skiing is great. You can do it for hours, but the next day all your dopamine has left your body and you're thinking about ending it all. Same thing happens after you like continuously sleep around with people casually. It's that same fucking feeling and it fucking sucks. It gets old and you want to do it less and less.
Why are so many older women dating younger men in recent rom-coms? I'm old enough to be your mother, sighs Anne Hathaway as she passionately entwines with Amazon's new heartthrob Nicholas Galazine in The Idea of You. Oh, Anne Hathaway? I'm sorry, who wouldn't hagmax with Anne Hathaway?
What a forward young man you are! My goodness.
This phenomena is a groundbreaking shift, considering how
Their terms of hag maxing are fucking crazy. Get away from my fucking dude. You're like, come on, you're making my place look like a goddamn crack house. This is not hag maxing. I hate using that term, but if you're really, really down with it, you're trying to knock down like a Julia Louis-Dreyfus, dude. You're trying to knock down Sade. If you're really about this life and you're really about the older women grind, you're on that shit too. You're not just on fucking women who are 35 and a day years old. You're deep in the shits.
Hollywood's reputation for perpetuating the male gaze and old men's uncanny obsession with younger women. You know, I really don't care about this
Get
shit,
down, you fucking
but
dickhead.
it is so funny how much of this equality stuff is just, okay, now it's women's turn to do the thing we said was bad. All the new strong female leads in movies that are just kind of assholes, celebrating of billionaire female CEOs. Like, did you actually want change? Or was it really all just penis envy? Older women partnering with younger men. Why do
Hold on a second. Can you please stop ruining everything in this apartment? It is ridiculous. You pay for nothing. You have no job. But yet I just replaced these Ryans and they're already fucking ruined. Can you please stop? I hear you.
Some people have a problem with that. Perhaps celebrities will help ease the stigma. The French president's wife, Brigitte Macron, is almost 25 years older than her husband. They met when he was 15 and she was his high school teacher.
That's fucked. That is fucked. God, you replace this, they'd want to put this man under the jail. That's some Woody Allen Oh my God, dude. Quit. That's some Woody Allen shit. Ain't no fucking way.
Wait, that is not good. There should be a stigma against that. What? Maybe these high-profile women will help shatter the stigma and normalize the benefits of widening our options when seeking romantic partnerships. After all, at every age, we deserve what our hearts desire. No, we have
lost the plot if we think that this is what needs to happen. Like, I hate, and this, you can apply this to all facets of life. If you look at men, right? You look at men, you're like, man, I hate the way men are. I hate the way that they objectify young women, sexualize people, are emotionalists, sleep around, all those things. I get it. You hate those things. It makes 100% sense to me. What does it help if you start doing the exact same things? All it does is build greater resentment between both sides. I hate when people do it with race. Whenever somebody's racist to them, whenever somebody, like, let's say I'm black, somebody white is racist to me, and then I in turn am racist to white people after that interaction. Why would I do that? Because I think I am better than the person who was racist to me. So why would I go down that path and go stoop to their level to be them? I don't want to be them. Like, if you're a woman and you think men are trash, you get once you get like the power or the status or whatever, start doing the same things that trash men do. It helps no one. It builds greater resentment, and it shows that you've lost the fucking plot and that you didn't really care about men being trash. You cared about you not being able to be trash too.
You are a grown-ass teacher and your heart desires an underage student, you do not, in fact, deserve that. What am I reading? I'm 37 and my boyfriend is 23. I make upper six figures and own a condo in New York City. At least 3 of my friends are also dating significantly younger men. One is 32 and has been dating a 19-year-old for 3 years.
Bro!
I don't rely on men.
What? 32 and has been dating a 19-year-old for 3 years. So she met this dude when she was 29 and he was 16 years old. Prison. Get the fuck out of here.
Men to be financially stable. I don't need my man to have a good job. We both know what we want out of this relationship and we're getting it. You know, honestly, good for this.
That's
Wait, one is 30.
That's textbook fucking grooming. It's like, grooming light because it's a woman doing it to a man, but that's still textbook grooming. Any man, if any man were to post that, the fucking FBI would be knocking on his door within 10 minutes.
22 dating a 19-year-old for 3 years. Oh no. We older women aren't man haters. We have a lot of love and make a man feel like a man. We are not drama queens. We can't get pregnant. We are very sexy.
The can't get pregnant part is fire though. I can't even lie to you. Recklessly shoot someone's club up and there's no consequences to that. That is the vibes. I can't even lie to you. That shit's dope.
I'm not like the other girls. I'm infertile. Men dating older women is called hag maxing now. Why can't men just be normal? Why does everything have to be misogyny?
Now you're... So I guess we have to have the same speech I just had with your brother. Please stop ruining shit in my apartment. You don't pay rent. You don't have a job. Your job is to sit here, be cute, and make sure that I am still alive. That is it. I love you. Please stop breaking my stuff. I know.
Misogynistic. No, it's not misogynistic. The term hag here is endearing. We're taking back the term hag. It's like when black people took back the N-word. There's something seriously disgusting about men taking advantage of women's loneliness for their resources. So when it's a younger man dating an older woman, the younger man is still the predatory one? What? You guys just cannot win. Really? This is so disgusting. 34 is not old. I am not a hag. Okay, so we've heard from the hags. Now let's hear from the hag maxers. Why are these young men dating older women? I have mommy issues. Oh, well, there has to be other reasons, right? I have a granny fetish. Come on, there's gotta be another reason. Because Gen Z women aren't worth going for. And I have mommy issues. To be honest, as a guy who's 22 dating a 36-year-old, I think for the most part older women are just a lot less drama and just more mature. Older the better. Most have a car, a house.
I'm sure a lot of these dudes have mommy issues and shit. I'm sure a lot of these dudes have granny fetishes and shit. But a lot of them is you're with someone you're not supposed to be with. Pulling up on someone that you know that that like is against the norm. Oh my God. Pulling up on someone that is against the norm. I think that is where a lot of this shit lies. Like if you're 20 years old and you walk up to a 32-year-old woman or a 35-year-old woman and you approach her and you start spitting game and you're expecting in your mindset, if you've never done this before, you're thinking this is going to go absolutely nowhere. I'm shooting this shot into the fucking void. I'm just boom into nothing. But the moment you see that fucking bullet hit pay dirt, or that arrow hit pay dirt, and that woman is interested in you, it's a feeling that you can't replicate, and it's not a feeling you're gonna get from someone younger unless you're like dating someone who's like a massive celebrity. That shit ain't gonna happen, but you like the odds of you dating a celebrity are not gonna happen. Like it's just not. Like why would a celebrity woman want to deal with you? Like she's just get the fuck out of here if you're not exceptionally talented or anything like that. But the woman who ran home ec sophomore year, you see her out at the bars 4 years later. She's recently divorced or single. That's more viable. It's more of an option. And it's the same level of, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is not something I thought would ever happen. This is not something I thought could happen. I'm just gonna run with this. And then they get in and they see that she has her own house, her own car, fucking has a cupboard full of snacks and shit. She knows what she wants, when she wants it. There's not any games, nothing. She's just telling you what it is. You get fucking attached to that shit and you get locked in. I think, and then once you date someone like that, even if it doesn't end well, you kind of want to get back to that. Because for a lot of these dudes, even if it's like some like fuck around play shit, it's going to be one of the best relationships they've ever had thus far. Because they're fucking 20 years old. They just had high school relationships for the most part. So like once you experience that, you're going to want to keep going back to that. So I get it completely outside of just like the mommy issues and the granny fetish shit.
With financial stability and time. They are mature and can teach you some valuable lessons, wisdom, and experience. I'm still 19, and for me, older women I flirt with at bars and clubs are much more receptive and flirty than Zoomer girls. Honestly, it's partly because modern Western girls from 18 to 25 are like 80% hoes now. now. A woman who was 30 today, like.
No, those girls are not hoes. The ones that you are attracted to are the hoes. Most women are not hoes. That's not a thing. You got to get off TikTok. You got to get off Instagram, bro. You got to go outside. Go to fucking Target. Go to Target. Pull up at Whole Foods. You'll see the ones that aren't posting all the time. And they're just as beautiful, if not more beautiful than the hoes. The hoes have just got your little fucking reptile brain grabbed hard with fucking sink shots of ass and shit. Gotta get out of it.
Likely has fewer partners, sexual or other, than a woman who is 5 years younger than her. I changed my Tinder age range from 20 to 25 to 30 to 39 and have been going on more dates than ever before with beautiful women who do not care that I don't make six figures at 22 years old. It's either take care of a younger woman who we know is potentially a flight risk or appreciate an older woman who has their own shit together. George W. Bush married an older woman to get that money. I don't think George W. Bush should be a role model for anything.
I mean, he became president. So like the dude or hate the dude, enough people liked him to make him president. So you could like him for something.
I'm 16 and I'm not attracted to anyone below 30 years old. Ah yes, the elusive reverse
Yeah, that's fucking weird. That's an insane statement, and I would say that's inherently a lie. And if you are on that shit, you need to go seek some help, doggy. Go get checked out. Go talk to a therapist or fucking call your mom. See what's going on with that.
Dating a woman with a career, property, experience in bed and life. What's not to like? Young sluts want the money up front. Old sluts are just happy to get some attention. Older women fed me, slept with me, and sent me on my way with snack packs. Legit amazing.
That's true. It happens because they know what they want. They'll fucking rock your world, and then they will get you out of that house because her kids will be home at 9:30 a.m. There cannot be a trace of you. So you got to get out of the house by 7:30 so she can clean the entire motherfucker up so it doesn't even look like you stepped foot in that bitch. She's got her priorities straight. Her fun ended at 7 a.m. You got to be out by 7:30. Her kid's going to get home at 9. Beat it.
I'm 26 now, dating a 38-year-old after years of trying with women my age and younger. They are all social media obsessed narcissists. I feel like they're hyping up millennial women too much here. Oh, they're not narcissists obsessed with social media. You guys weren't around during the MySpace days. Have you ever met a Gen Z woman? Who would want to date them? They're me, give me, take care of me. Man, if the ones my age ain't loyal, might as well. They're basically like a grandma caring for you and taking care of you. Oh my god. Nothing like a no denture adventure. You people are sick. No, I don't.
And also, another thing is, like, and if you're like an incel dude or you're like late teens, early 20s and you're watching this and you're like, man, women don't like me at all. You gotta remember, dude, most of these men ain't shit at all. Like, if you think you're not shit, there's fucking a million men less shit than you. It just takes women a little while to realize that that's the case. And so once they get into their like their 30s and stuff like that, just like as long as you're not like, you're relatively good looking, respectful, not bleeding, and not a goddamn flight risk, you have a chance. And if you're funny, you have even more of a chance. Like, you got a shot. You don't necessarily need money. Now, you can't be some fucking super like broke boy out here who can't rub two nickels together, has no car, no anything. Like, you got to have like a little bit of motion, a little bit of money. You got to be able to move. You gotta be able to buy people drinks and shit. You gotta be like you can't be out. You don't have to be rich, but you gotta be doing a little something. If the younger women aren't fucking with you like that, because let's say you fucking are a welder and you're still in your apprenticeship and you're not making big money yet, but you're on your way. There's an older woman who's gonna fuck with that shit because she's gonna like the fact that you have a blue collar job, you're simple, and that you like work with your hands and shit. So don't get discouraged just because these young women aren't fucking with you. One, you either wait for them to age out of it and wait for them to realize that like, oh, a lot of these men aren't shit at all, or just fuck with older women for a little bit and then revisit your own age later.
I don't believe believe this is happening more than ever just because Gen Z men like easy sex or gifts, or that Gen Z women are too obsessed with drama or social media. No, I think there's more to it, and I have a few theories. So, as we talked about before in other videos, a lot of men are dropping out of college. The issue is, a lot of young, college-educated women want college-educated men. See, Stacy is looking for someone college-educated who's making more than her. But not that many young men are on that level yet. Older men are, but not many around Stacy's age. But you know who doesn't care? Karen. Karen doesn't care about your lack of college degree. Karen wants to pick you up in her 2013 Toyota minivan and bang you in the back seat, then take you to Olive Garden. No strings attached, unlimited breadsticks. For basically all of human history, the most prevalent age gap was older man and younger woman. But why? Well, it's because men are all disgusting creeps who should be thrown into work camps and castrated and forced to make us pumpkin spice lattes. But also, it's because younger women are more fertile, and the whole point of relationships is to make babies. Or at least it used to be. Well, at least in our lizard brains. That's the whole point. I don't know what the point of modern relationships are anymore. I just learned recently that people purposely get into short-term relationships, which is bizarre to me, like what's the point? As well as situationships and polycules. The world is very confusing. It turns out people are different than me. Now, let's be real, hagmaxing simply does not make any sense from a evolutionary biological standpoint. But it's 2024, we have surpassed the need for evolutionary biology. We can grow babies in pods and also kill ourselves in them. Our brains are full of plastic now. Men wanting to be with younger women made sense when babies were the goal, but babies don't seem to be the goal anymore.
No, one, babies aren't the goal anymore because fucking everything's expensive. Like, walking outside by yourself costs $100. So kids, times that shit by however many kids you have. If it costs you $100, you have 2 kids, walking outside, $500. But a lot of this just has to do with a younger dude's not really looking for a relationship right now. And so he just wants to have some fun. And if a woman in their mid-30s is single, there's a good chance she just got out of a serious relationship. Especially as a kid, she just got out of a serious relationship and isn't looking for anything like that right off top. So like your two mentalities meet up beautifully and you decide to bang it out because you're both on the same type of time. It's just you as the man see this woman who's like everything that you thought you wanted in a woman because she's lived life and experienced things. And so she has her life together. You are going to get extremely attached to that more often than not. And it sucks. Like sometimes it can reverse, but typically that's why that happens.
For many older women who simply don't want to have them, and for many younger Gen Z men who think they can't afford them, or even worse, are scared that having kids will contribute to climate change. It's like every other week I see an article, fear-mongering Gen Z, don't have kids, it will increase the carbon emissions, blah blah blah, you have to save the planet, and first of all I gotta ask, who the fuck we saving the planet for if not future generations? So if Gen Z does not want kids, if they think they can't afford kids, why does being with a fertile woman even matter? Might as well date an older woman, might as well scramble those rotten eggs. Oh. Editor. Edit that out. No. But believe it or not, hagmaxing is not really a new thing. It's been around for a really long time. Hundreds of years even. In fact, there was a very famous hagmaxer in American history who wrote an entire letter of why it's preferable to sleep with an older woman. And that hagmaxer's name? Benjamin Franklin. No, I'm not kidding. Benjamin Franklin literally wrote about the benefits of hagmaxing. And what's funny is a lot of the reasons Benjamin Franklin gives are the same reasons a lot of the Zoomers who hagmax give today.
Because people don't really change. Technology changes, situations change, climate changes. People do not. We are still on the same type of time we were when we first evolved. Nothing changes. The way we do shit changes. Like the things we care about. I wouldn't even say that. The things I care about don't really change. It's just a different type of symbolism. Like back then, if you were a fat nigga, you were considered rich, so you wanted to be a fat nigga so everybody thought you were rich. Today, you're like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go rent a Ferrari and buy a bunch of fake chains so everybody thinks I'm fucking rich. It's the same thing, it's the same concept, it's the same visual. Like the symbolism changes, but what the actual goal is or what you want people to think of you does not. So it does not shock me at all that Benjamin Franklin is on the same type of time as a kid who is 19 years old right now, because people don't really change. We are the same. We will continue to be the same, which is why we're probably inevitably doomed.
Because as they have more knowledge of the world and their minds are better stored with observations, their conversation is more improving and more lastingly agreeable. Because when women cease to be handsome, they study to be good. So basically, she can't rely on her looks anymore and has to develop a personality. Because there is no hazard of children, which irregularly produced may be attended with much inconvenience.
We cannot understate how big of a deal that is. If you have ever had sex without a condom on, you understand how fucking like gold this is. To be able to fucking have sex with someone, there's no risk of STD or child, and it's casual. That shit is fire. Don't do it. Do not do it. I am living proof. I have 3 kids with 3 baby mamas. Do not be me. I couldn't pull a fucking Tesla out of a driveway. I know myself. That's why I got. But if you're in a situation where you're with a woman you trust, her tubes have been tied, or she's post-menopause or whatever, that is a very, very fire feeling, just because of like the peace of mind. After you have sex with them, you just really don't have anything to worry about. There isn't that stress anymore. It's dope.
Because through more experience, they are more prudent and discreet in conducting an intrigue to prevent suspicion. They're easier to cheat on your wife with. Lovely, because in every animal that walks upright, the deficiency of the fluids that fill the muscles appears first in the highest part. The face first grows lank and wrinkled, then the neck, then the breast and arms, the lower parts continuing to the last, as plump as ever. Benjamin Franklin really just said, "The ass is still fat."
Bing bong. Same. The same. These Gen Z men are the same as Ben Franklin. They dap each other up right now. If Ben Franklin was reincarnated right now, he'd be in fucking Turks and Caicos going crazy. He'd be going absolutely nuts.
Incredible stuff from our founding fathers. I will literally never be able to look at a picture of this man the same again. This is no longer the guy who discovered electricity. No, this is the great American hag maxer.
Also, that's another thing that I'm going to get to real quick. The reason you think these people are so great is because you knew less about them. You only knew the high points. That you only knew things you wanted to know about these people, unless they were just like inherently evil.
So basically, some Gen Z guys have found a hack in the male loneliness epidemic by dating the women who are suffering from the female loneliness epidemic. Like the 2 unwanted ends of a bread loaf coming together to make a sandwich. Beautiful. 2 people who believe they are the leftovers of society. 2 people using each other to temporarily numb the pain. Or maybe it's not that fucking deep and it's just a funny meme. To be honest, I don't think this is an epidemic, like the internet makes it seem like it is. All the data basically...
No, it's not an epidemic at all. It's just people are actually talking about it now. I would say majority of my friends all slept with someone in their 30s before they were 25 years old. Just nobody ever talked about it. Like we talk about it sitting at a pregame before we went out to the bars, but like posting that shit online, like no, nigga, for what? But I will say this, Gen Z is more apt to post every single aspect of their life online. So I think that's why it seems like an epidemic. There's no data that will be shown that it shows us any different than it's ever been before. It's just more reported.
Says that women prefer to date men slightly older than them or around the same age as them, and men tend to date women younger than them or around the same age as them. Large age gaps, for the most part, are rare. In relationships where the man is older, he's usually only older by 1 to 2 years. In relationships where the woman is older, 2 to 3 years. In all Western countries, only 8% of couples have an age gap of 10 or more.
Because you want to be able to grow with someone. Like if you're an actual functioning member of society and you want to be in a real relationship, you want to be with someone who's close to your age so you can grow with them. You don't want to outgrow someone and you don't want someone to outgrow you. And the bigger the age gap there is, the more likely it is for that to happen. Like if you're a dude who's like 32, you're making marginal money or whatever, you date a girl who's 22, 3 years from now, she probably won't want anything to do with you because how much women change between 25 and 30. But you, who is 32 years old, the amount that you're going to change from 32 to 35 is not that much at all. It'll be very, very incremental. It's because your brain's already kind of done that. Any changes you have will be super conscious decisions that you made, like I need to improve my life this way, I need to remove this from my life, blah 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 blah. women and men, but I've seen it more so in women between like when they hit the age of 25 and start moving, they don't even realize how rapidly they are changing. And so you'll get aged out. You'll just lose interest. Like sometimes people stick around, but it's really rare. So you'll always see people like at the end of the day, as close in age as possible for the most part, being the ones who go together, because people who want to be in an actual serious committed long-term relationship want to be with someone they have the best chance of growing with and going through the same life milestones at the same time with.
Or more, and couples with a larger age gap have more of a chance of getting a divorce. But it is a rising trend to think about and keep an eye on. As the social landscape continues to change, so will gender dynamics, and I find that very interesting. But that's enough of my yapping. What do you guys think? What do you think of hagmaxing? Have you ever hagmaxed? Would you hagmax? Personally, I am married to someone younger than me. He was graduating middle school while I was going into college. Well, to be clear, I did not know him when he was in middle school. I am not married to a middle schooler. Not a groomer, folks. Do not put in the newspaper that I am a groomer. If you like this video, please consider supporting me on Patreon, link down below. It helps the channel a lot, and I appreciate it so much. Also, big shout out to Holtzkern again for sponsoring this video. Check them out, link down below, and I will see you next time with a new video. Bye!
That was a good video. If you're in here right now, please give it a like. That was a very good video. I liked it a lot.